Right, welcome back. Richard the painter. So, Fiat Uno Turbo of all things. So we've missed quite a lot because I've had a really bad back and I've been cobbling around all over the place. So rather than me trying to film sat down or something like that, I just haven't bothered. I've got loads of pictures, and some shorts. I will try and do some shorts if you are interested in some of the other bits and pieces. But basically, I'll spin you around so you can have a look. So it's on the Rotisserie still. It's in the booth. So you'll see that we've painted engine bay, front panel. Basically, we had some bloody mess in here. Basically, we had time. We had booth time, if you like, because we had worked up with some other bits and pieces. So I was like, right, well, even though it's not quite finished filler work wise, one side is, one side isn't. The booth was empty, so we was like, right, well, let's get that in. Let's take advantage of that. So basically we've painted underneath, which I will show you. Engine bay, I've just shown you. I painted all inside, as you can see. Beautiful, looking nice again. This side's in primer, as you can tell. That's just guide coat over the top of that. So that's all been bodywork now. The steps been bodyworked. The hinges are set. That's where they're staying. Same as the bonnet ones, to keep them nice. Keep all the headed nice. It's always better that way, personally. I'll try and spin it round if we can, just so you can see underneath. There's the pin out, the pin's out, so I'll just give it a nudge. So, customer opted for, this is like a sealer inside here first and then painted. This is the same kind of thing, and up the back. That's why it's textured. You can just make it out, I think. Hopefully you can anyway. Just like a textured finish. See, it's all painted. The nice thing about painting on a rotisserie is you can get all these bits nicely that you couldn't ordinarily get. You can and you can't. You'd be cobbling around underneath, hiding everywhere and stuff like that, but it's nice because you can get all your edges nicely and looking good now. Yeah, there was a lot of welding already been done on this, which we haven't done. So that's why we kind of opted for a lot of the spray sealer and brushable sealer, which we would have done anyway, to be fair. It's just turn that back round the other way. Just so you can see what we're doing. It's the same again this side, look. So it's all nicely done. So again, with this car, customer's not going mental with it. It's not like he will take it to shows, no doubt, when he's out and about, but he's not going after a show car. But he has done an awful lot of work, or should I say, paid to have a lot of work already done. Just put that pin back in there. I can lean on it then without falling over. So yeah, he's had paid for a lot of work to be done, so it still needs to be at a decent standard, if you like, but he's not too fussy about underneath and stuff like that. It just needs to be painted and coated, which is nicer because down the road it'll be super easy to clean, and I think it'll look better when it's all back together, because these are black bumpers and a white body, if you like. A nice contrast, even engine bay as well. Assuming the customer. Oh no, in fact, he's got a brand new crate engine. Actually, he did tell me. So everything's going to look kind of brand new. So obviously, at least on the outside where you see, we want to make sure it's nice and engine bay's nice and stuff like that. But if we come out of here now. Let me put the light on so you can see what I'm doing. Right, so we've got a couple of bits here. These are going to be colour coded and stuff like that, which I have confirmed with the customer. So all these panels, as you can see, so we've got 2 wings, 2 doors, the other door's down there, tailgate, bonnet. They've all been fitted to the car, made sure they fit. We've had to order some new cage nuts for them because there was only one in the car. They've obviously been falling out in the process of actually doing the shell. I'll just show you what I mean. In my drawer, actually. These little cage nuts. They basically hold the wings on, if you like. The bottom of the wings, because somebody's put new sills on, we've just drilled them and put nut certs in where they need to be. They've all been bodyworked, sealed, prepped. They're all sat in primer now. So now what I need to do, or what I'd like to do now, is finish the bit of filler work that we've got left on the passenger side rear quarter and sill, which basically needs a couple of hours to finish. It's not far off now. You can see bits and pieces. You can see we've kind of started at the bottom, and then that needs a full light skim. I would call it a self-leveling compound, if you like. It's basically dolphin glaze or some form of glaze that we use, but I like to basically do all your filler work, skim the entire thing with that. It's very, very thin. Block that down, and that's normally really good to go then, especially with something as big and as flat as that panel is. So I'd like to get that done, get it into primer, and then basically we can finish painting the shell, which I know sounds a bit awkward and a bit weird now because we've already painted the inside and underneath, but as you can tell by the floor how white it is and my filters at the back there, if we tried to paint the roof, the quarters and everything all at the same time, there's just too much going on, too much paint everywhere, and it'll make it really dirty in a nutshell. So I know it sounds a bit backwards to be painting it all and then having to mask it to paint it again. But it's basically to keep it as clean as possible, and it is normal process. So basically when we paint now, we've got rear quarters to do, basically the side, if you like, rear quarter, and the roof panel. We'll mask everything really nicely, and then it's essentially 3 big panels rather than loads of little bits and loads of overlap with paint, and you've got like dead paint landing on it and all sorts of stuff. So it makes the job hell of a lot cleaner and a lot nicer doing it this way. You'll find most people will do that. They'll paint all the inside and sort of crappy bits, if you like, first, and then do it that way so it's cleaner. And then when the body's done, which will be hopefully another couple of days, we will then prep and paint all the panels. We've done it that way round, so basically as and when the panels are finished, somebody can be flat and polishing the shell, if you like, the outside of the shell. When the panels are painted, they can be flat and polished and immediately fitted onto the shell. So they're not sat around, nobody's going to, oops, I've hit that or anything like that. So that's why we do it that way. Sometimes we can't because we're short on space. We're relying on the booth being empty, and we have to do things in a certain order sometimes, which is a bit annoying, but sometimes it kind of works out like that, especially if you're waiting for parts because you're like, right, well, I've got a day free, so right, let's paint that. And if you've got loads of storage, it would never be a problem, because you just you'd paint it as and when, and especially with solid colours. If this was a like a silver or a metallic-y colour, I'd have to paint it a different way. So I'd have to paint it. I'd probably paint the inside of everything, fit everything, mask it really well, and then paint the outside of everything all in one go, so it all matched. But with these direct gloss colours, as long as my primer is the same colour, my gloss will be the same colour. It's all out the same tin, so you can't really get any variations like you can with base coat and clear coat. So hopefully another week of our time, we will have it painted. And then we've got customers bought new bumpers and various other bits, but he wants some more painting so everything matches, because some looks new, some looks old, some's sun damaged, some isn't. As you know, the UV will eat a good black, if you like, and make it go all cloudy. That's the word I was thinking of, so that's why we do that. Hello. Right, we're in the booth, as you can tell, with the what about the noise, hopefully. We've got Fiat Uno Turbo, just painting the sides. So the roof's not done yet, but it's too high. So it's too high on the rotisserie to get the roof done properly. So what I've decided to do is basically paint both sides. I've got loads of other stuff. I've got all the panels to do. When the customer brings me the undercarriage, if you like, the subframe and stuff, we can get it back on its wheels, and then we can sort the roof out properly. A little bit of backwards way of doing it, but not that we've got a time constraint, but I am trying to get it done, and I don't want anything holding me back. So if I don't paint the sides, I then can't fit the doors or the wings. The doors and wings are the same primer ready, so it's like, right, well, let's paint the sides because they can be done, then I can paint the doors, wings and everything else. That can all be fitted back on, and then the last job is just the roof, really. It's not too bad, it's just a bit out of shape. But yeah, they're looking well now. So now it's painted, I'm just going to give it a bake. Let's get it nice and hard. We'll get it out, and then we'll get some panels in, hopefully. I'll just show you quickly once more. Actually turned out really nice. We was a bit unsure because it's had quarters and sills in, but we haven't fitted them. But can we make a sensible job of it without having to cut them back off? Right, so we'll get it baked and then we'll get on with the panels. So we've got the Uno painted. I may have already shown that. Can't remember where I am with the videos, if I'm honest. So I did forget, but we was meant to be clear coating this as well, so we've sanded it down and then clear coated the whole car. So you can see in here, a lot shiny now. Got a door on. You can see down there, you can see the reflection, lovely, looking nice. Roof's painted now. Bonnet there. See this side as well. Right, so we've basically got a little boot panel piece as well. The wings are out here, I haven't put them on yet. So basically we'd painted the whole car I did forget, it was on the job card, but I did forget. We was meant to be clear coating it, and so basically we've had to sand that back down and then re-clear coat it, if you like, or flow coat it, as a lot of people call it. So once that's done, I've left it up there because it's higher up at the minute on the rotisserie. I've got full access to all the wings and everything, so we're going to fit the wings, bonnet and boot lid. We'll take it back off for the rotisserie, and then it's going to go on this dolly that we've got here. There's boot lid. So again, once it's on the dolly, it'll be lower down. We can make our final adjustments and everything like that, and also it's going to be transported back to the customer on the dolly, because I need my rotisserie for the escort. For people that are following, keep an eye out for the escort videos. You just to see it in the background there. Yeah, but that's it for now. We'll show you again round once all the wings are back on, everything's back together, it's back on this dolly. I'll give you a walk round again so you can see it sort of finished. Right, third time lucky. Hopefully the battery holds out now. I've got 100% on there now. It's cold at the minute, so it's eating GoPro batteries. Get rid of that out of the way. Right, so just jumping back in on the Fiat Uno. Should be able to tell by the title anyway. It's basically waiting for the customer now. Well, waiting for transport, should I say. So we've done everything we said we was going to do, and all the extras that the customer wanted, which is basically sound deadening, lots of it, all over the roof, all over the back. So we haven't done it to any particular, trying to copy anything original or anything like that. Just the big main areas. We had 2 packs, and what was left we've cut up and just put in the doors, as you can see. Rear quarters had a full panel and a half, same as the other side. Mainly, well, it improves it no end, and for how much it costs at this stage, it seems silly not to do it. So basically, yeah, we'll show you the car. So the car's all painted now. The trim's back on. Sorry, side skirt and arches, as you can see. It is on a dolly at the moment. It came off the rotisserie. You see it's sat on a dolly at the minute. That's basically for transport. And where it's going for the customer, it's going into a garage, so basically they need to get it in and out. So this is the best option, really. This will definitely allow it to come in and out, side to side, spin it around if you need to while you're building it up. It's also quite a bit off the floor. Excuse the mess. We clamp everything up to bond, and I've just basically put all my clamps away, and these are the bits of the packing that were left. But you'll see it's all on there now. It's all bonded on. Now originally it wouldn't have been bonded on, but we decided to bond along the top and screw from the bottom, or like a pine cone rivet under trim clip underneath. That's what the customer wanted. I think mainly to keep the water out of it, and any, because this already had sills and quarters from a previous person, which is basically what we've tidied up, if you like, and painted over. So you can see them on there now. So obviously when the bumper goes back on and these are pushed in, they all do fit nicely. I'm assuming there's a clip, or the bumper goes, when the bumper's on, it all bolts up and holds it all back in. Because we had a bit of a problem with this one not sitting very nice, but it sits nice now. But obviously when the rear bumper comes in and pushes that on, if not, that'll have to be screwed in as well. We've chucked the back window in. Customer was a bit scared to do that, or didn't want to do it, one of the two. I can't remember our conversation that we had, but it turned up one week, so we just chucked it in. With the original rubbers, they're really quite hard, so by the time you've roped them and chucked them in, they literally take like 5 minutes to go in them ones. some of these new rubbers, they're that soft, it's almost like chewing gum, and you end up having more problems with them than you do the old ones. God, my face is red. You tell it's cold. So yeah, basically I just wanted to walk you around, just show you before it goes. It's all painted underneath. I think you've seen everything anyway. You see inside there. So basically I'm just going to, these are in here by the way to stop, because there's no catches or anything, just to stop those two panels from touching each other. We've got no catches, so basically we just have to wedge some microfibers, cable tie everything from the inside so everything's nice and tight so it doesn't rattle going down the road, because it's got 30-40 mile drive to do on the back of a recovery truck, so it's liable to be rattling everywhere. So we'll get all that done. So if you like these sort of things, give us a like and subscribe and all that wonderful stuff. I did try and show more of this one, but then with the time constraints, see it's all painted, with the time constraints that we had, we was a bit short. And also I forgot we were flow coating this, so there's us thinking we were about done, and then I forgot we were flow coating, so which is basically clear coating the whole car afterwards. That's my fault, I forgot that. We did agree to it and it was in the price, but we're one thing after another trying to get stuff done ready for Christmas. Completely forgot that we were clear coating it. Luckily the customer reminded me, so we got that organised, so that basically added a week to the job that I'd forgotten about, if that makes sense. So, and then obviously the customers added the sound deadening, can I fit these plastic trims, can I put the back window in, that type of thing. So obviously that does add to the time. Also we had to paint the arches and the side skirts satin black, so I do hope that was recording. So we had to paint them satin black, so it all matches basically. It should have a side trim, but he's missing one, and I think he's having some 3D printed. Assuming they fit okay, we'll have to paint them and the rear bumpers down the road, so basically everything matches. This isn't an original white, it's a modern MG white, so it's not, he's not going down the, he does want to use it, he don't want to be scared of it or anything like that. So it was just basically, let's get it nice and clean and tidy, let him use it, and then last thing you want to be doing is building these things and getting more paranoid and then you don't use it, because that's just a complete waste then, isn't it? So, but yeah, if you like these sort of things, give us a like, share and subscribe. We'll keep the videos coming, hopefully. I do have a bit of a backlog of videos. They're all sat ready, I just need to sit down and do them. We've been busy with Christmas and trying to get jobs done, I haven't had time. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.